Welcome back to biking. We missed you. Where are we going?
Ice cream.
We're going to Costco for ice cream. It's going to be awesome. It's less expensive than Dairy Queen going to Dairy Queen for a Sunday. There are fewer options, but huge. So Steve and I are very firmly Gen X. We grew up latchkey kids. Our mom's going back to school and going into the workforce, and you know, leaving the house in the summer, leaving in the morning, and just having to be home by a certain time. And very free range. And we had always planned our kids would have that same kind of free range childhood. But modern sensibilities don't allow for a free range childhood the same way. We have found very few people want their kids to, you know, hang out or play spontaneously. It's got to be scheduled. It's got to be a play date. We didn't have play dates. We just went over to people's houses. Can you come out? Can you play? We never called in advance. And Steve and I watched this video from the Holderness family called Gen X Summer. Excellent video. Very much my childhood, with a couple of very minor exceptions. And this has inspired us. And I think towards the end of the summer, when Steve goes back to work, there will be a 2-week period where the kids are still on summer break. And we may try to emphasize a Gen X summer for them for that time period. So by that point, they will have learned how to ride the bus. They'll have their bikes. We'll have locks for them for their bikes. That's something we need to get. We don't have. And they could bike up to Costco for ice cream, which is less expensive than Dairy Queen. They could bike up to the mall or take a bus up to the mall. You could go over to a friend's house and hang out. So Rán Rán's being a little resistant. Steve initially thought we'd take their phones, but I think they should keep their phones because we aren't in the 80s anymore, realistically. It's not the 70s and 80s, and having their phones means they could reach us if they need to and not have to carry their bike for 5 miles like I did when I was a kid because it broke. and they could take pictures of the places they've been and the things that they've done, so that we could kind of share at the end of the day, see what kinds of fun things they did. So I think it's going to be awesome. Let's see if we actually manage to have it happen.